What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I'm your host, Reckless Rex Ruger, in the center of the ring, as always, with my main man, El Flaco Explosivo, the Alexis Arguello puppet.
And I'm your other host, Frank Bengz, and we're back with another one.
Yes, we are.
A big one.
And a very special one.
Massive one.
Yeah, a massive one.
Massive for me.
Very massive to us. Yeah, I know. And here he is right now, man. I can't believe we're about to say this right now. I can't. I won't. I will. Man, this is big. This is big when he pops on the screen, man. This is big for us right here, man. This is huge. Only thing is, we got to turn him. We got to turn him right side up. Well, we got you on your side, buddy.
It's sideways.
Yeah, he'll get himself sorted here, man. He'll get himself sorted. Greatness always prevails. It just does, Benjis. It does.
It always does.
And we are in the presence of greatness. Big time in the presence of greatness.
So what I need to do?
Huh?
What I need to do now?
You got to turn your camera on.
Okay, how do that? That camera, I'm old school.
If you tap the screen at the bottom, there's a little camera icon that pops up.
Yeah, there's a little picture of a camera at the bottom there.
Just at the bottom.
Yeah, right next to the microphone there.
No, mine.
Yeah, right next to the end.
Mine has
end
got
the call.
Mine has got a hand and audio and mute and hang up.
Oh, we had you to start with.
Yeah.
Maybe pop back in.
Yeah, maybe hop out and hop back in.
Okay, man.
Yeah, we did have him, man. We definitely had the camera there, man.
Sideways like that.
Yeah. I should probably boot that version of Paul Williams out. But anyway, man, it's no mystery, obviously, man, because, well, when we put the episode up, we'll be watching it with his name on there. Who is that mystery guy? Yeah. Yeah, we had him sideways. Which having him sideways. There he is. There he is. Now we got you, man.
Yo, man.
I knew it. I knew it, man. I said we did a test run on this afternoon, man. So I know that we're good, and I know we know what we're doing, man. Hey, listen, first of all, man, let us give you your flowers beforehand, as we talked about this earlier today, man. We lost your camera again.
I don't know what's going on.
If somebody calls you or texts you, it sometimes
I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it'll go off like when people call or text you. That does happen sometimes. Yeah. There he is. First of all, I got to say what a big deal this is for us, man. Me and you got a chance to talk a little bit this afternoon on my lunch break at work, man. And I made reference to the fact that I feel like since your fighting career has ended, man, there hasn't been a lot of appreciation and a lot of shine put on just how great you were. I don't see a lot of post-fight career interviews with you these days, and I want to make sure that people do not forget that this is Paul the Punisher Williams, who at one time, in my opinion, and of course, a lot of this is opinion on here, was the greatest welterweight going, the greatest junior welterweight, the best junior middleweight going, and was probably going to end up being one of the greatest middleweights going of all time. Let me just run down the list here, Paul, while you're doing your thing. He made believers out of Erislandy Lara, Kermit Cintron, Sergio Martinez, Winky Wright, Verno Phillips found out, Carlos Quintana, Antonio Margarita, Charmbe Mitchell, Terrence Heat Coffin. The list goes on and on. The resume, unparalleled, man. Paul the Punisher Williams.
And the ones that didn't want that smoke, that was all the top 10 contenders and the 147, all the top 10 fighters and 154, and all the top 10 fighters and 160. That's why WO gave me the most feared fighter award.
Yes,
Paul,
yes,
I gotta just say, man, it's just such a blessing to have you on here, man. You were my introduction to being a fan of boxing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're my favorite guy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
This
man,
is a big deal.
like, dude, like me, a lot of guys like to talk that smoking all that. Like, I'm with that dog work. Like, we don't old school. Like, the way I was brought up and how I was in the gym, like, I go to anybody's gym and get in there as a smart, the whole gym. I don't get out the ring. And that's how, you know what I'm saying, like my stamina was like that. Like, and me, like, getting in the ring with anybody, different styles. It don't matter what you're going to do. I'm going to do mine because I'm bred like that.
Yeah.
And you did make mention of the fact too, man, that that during your fighting career, the marijuana did not slow you down.
No, man, look here. I'm 18, 19 years old. When I went to training camp, I never smoked weed. I ran, drank water, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm home, oh man, I'm smoking weed all day long. Back to back, my homeboy. Anybody that know me, they'll tell you like, yo, man, I couldn't believe he was on TV fighting like that. And the other dude breathing like that and stuff. And Williams ain't even breathing.
Now, I want to backpedal a little bit for people that don't know your story, man. You know, how do you get into boxing, man? Like, what's your, you know, because we hear the same story from a lot of guys on here. Either they have a father that got them into it, or they were getting into a lot of scraps on the street.
The school bus, like me being bad on the school bus, going up under the seats, grabbing the girls' legs. You know what I'm saying? And a bus driver was a friend of the family. Like, his wife and my mom's best friend. So. And he was an amateur school. He asked my mom, did I want to box? But I never trained. I just played video games, the arcade games back in the days, and ran around, eat candy and stuff. And he just threw me in the ring. My mom didn't want me to get in the ring because he ain't trained. He'd be all right. I got in the ring and beat everybody up, you know.
So you feel like you were a natural then? It came pretty natural to you.
Yeah, it came to be natural. And then after he died, you know, I left boxing, got into the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know, some whoop whoop. Then after that, Mr. Peterson, you know what I'm saying? He Vernon Ford, God bless the dead, he had a fight in Augusta. You know what I'm saying? And they had some guys came down to spar and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Peterson, I was in the boxing gym that he brought some guys in there and they sparred me. He like, man, get that guy out the ring for he won't be able to fight tomorrow. And he asked me, did I want to fight and stuff? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So he got me up on his wing. Took me, cause he from DC, took me up there and stuff. Boom. And he like, I know you can fight. He asked me what kind of drugs I was on. I like, I ain't on no drugs. Don't lie to me, man. You know, I got my life in your hands. I like, all I do is smoke marijuana. He said, okay. He got me running, had me run. So he like, I know you can fight, but how long can you fight?
Yeah.
And all I do is run. I run 5 miles in 32 minutes.
He rolled that split natural.
Yeah, he did roll that spliff like a natural. Yeah, he did. I know. Natural at everything he does.
Yo, man. Man, like, I've been doing, like, after I had got knocked out, bro, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, after I get knocked out, like, yo, it is what it is. I'm going to have my party. Win or lose, I'm going to have my party. We're going to have fun. You know, I'm in there clowning everybody. So, me and my girl, you know, my ex, we go, you know what I'm saying, leave, go get on the hotel room. I go to my friend's room. Man, we get fucked up. So I come back on the elevator. I got like an ounce of motherfucker that loud in my pocket. And you know what I'm saying? It's smelling. It stinks. My clothes already smelling. I get on the elevator. The dude from HBO get on the elevator. The top dude, he get on the elevator. So me and him riding. He like, Williams, you know, we sorry about your loss and all that. But you'll be back. I like, you know, that ain't nothing to me, man. It's small things. So you can't sell winning if you can't sell losing. I like, he like, no, I know that motherfucker. High as hell on that motherfucker. Well, that's like it, man.
Now, when you get into boxing, you know, like when you actually get into the sport, are there guys that you watched on TV that you idolized? Like, did you have like, you know, how we all have sports idols?
Bro, no, that wasn't me. I ain't really like my manager.
I had you, Paul.
My manager, like, he had me watch like Bernard Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? When he fought, you know what I'm saying, Eric Akins. I'm not what's the old buddy's name? That was back in the days, man. He was fighting Robert Allen and all them. Robert Allen.
Yeah.
Like, so like I was sparring them guys. Like, I was in the gym, like sparring Robert Allen and all them guys. Like, before I even had any pro fights or anything, like he took me to Atlanta. I spar everybody. Like, I get that work in, bro. Like, you know, like I just learned. And so I never had nobody I looked up to. And so like who got favorite, whatever. I just took different styles from different people and stuff and put my own twist to it.
So I know you're like training guys and doing that whole thing now, but as we look around the landscape of the sport nowadays, I mean, I know you worked with Tank Davis a lot when he was like younger and stuff, and kind of got him going to his game. But like besides him, is there anybody else currently that you enjoy watching?
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Cause he a dog. He an old school
Yeah.
dog like me. And if you give him an opportunity, he gonna stand up. He gonna pass the test.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like me, I don't sugarcoat them. Like all them other guys like that, I call them they front runners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They for the show, like they entertainment and stuff, like for the people to get that money behind them and all that. But like to get in that dog work, like okay, I'll punch you in your mouth, I'll slap the piece out you. You slap me, I'm gonna slap you back. Nah, man, yeah, man, no. You only got about 2 or 3 out there.
And I gotta say, that was crazy, that picture you sent me today, man, of you and a young Tank.
That was before Mayweather. Like, bro, if me and Mr. Peterson would never went to DC, they would never been. He would have been good, but he wouldn't been who he is today.
Yeah.
Because the workout that they had out there, the guys what they're doing, man, that was garbage, man. Not disrespect them and stuff like the trainer what's his trainer name?
Kelvin Ford?
No, not Calvin. Calvin was like back then. Calvin was like trying to train the box and stuff back then and stuff. Like, you know, so they're like street dudes and stuff. Like the other guys had the gym tight, and it was like he coming there train. He training guys and all that, but like they wasn't into like boxing like training like fighting like professional. They had other guys and stuff. They was trying to move something. Mr. Peterson, like we'd come to them gyms and stuff, and like they was getting information from him like how to move fighters and all that. Cause like we was like up and coming and stuff. And like we go to everybody's gym and we was cool. Boom, got with them and stuff. Like we go, cause they had some dogs in their gym and like you come up there, bro. Like, dude, we and then we like going there and get that work in, and then people fell in love with like we was cool. Like we never had no bad blood and nothing. Like I give them respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like that Williams name Tank, like his best friend that died. Like guys that I fought was always short. So Mr. Peterson would bring me up there and like he was short and like he would put that thing and make me work. So like we was always sparring, like they just come around, we used to talk, chill. I just give them my game like what I used to do, like my swag was like tell him how I do, like I don't flex nothing, I just be me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why he just be him.
Yeah. And I did watch some video. I did watch some video before we came on here. I was watching again some of your highlights, and yeah, you were very freakish at that weight, though, man. Just tall, lanky, a problem for fucking everybody, man. I mean, I don't know how guys. Well, obviously, a lot of guys didn't deal with you, so I mean, you know, but
look, the thing
an anomaly.
I would have never lost a fight if I had a box like Mr. Peterson wanted me to box. Stay on the outside and this jab, and this fight for across the street. Just be long, let them come to me. I like, man, that is boring, man. I like, that's boring. I come back home, my homeboy like, man, that dude you fought, man, he was weak, man. He was garbage. He didn't get to touch you. Man, he was soft. Yeah, like, man, I won't get in there. I was like, okay. And then when I'm sparring everybody in the gym, then I be in there close with all them guys because they try to close to me. So I learned how to fight in close. So it wasn't nothing to me. So like, I like, you know what? I would get close to him like, Paul, if you ever get knocked out, I want you to tell me what happened. All right. Cause he wanted me to fight outside, and by getting it inside, like I get it in with you, like it don't matter and stuff. Like guys,
despite having that ridiculous reach, though, man, I mean, you did have an extremely amazing body attack, though, man. So you did get in the kitchen and mix it up, man.
Yeah, that's the best way to go, cause they like they all scared, like, bro. When I got knocked out, bro, knockout is a knockout. Hands down, he knocked me out. It is what it is. But he know, and I know, bruh, he was throwing. He was every time I got close to him, like you ready to throw a punch, he kept the eye closed, ducking. I like, bruh, what you doing? What you ducking with your eyes? I like, bruh, he was scared, bro. He was scared in there, bro. Every time I get ready to get close to him, throw a punch, he ducked his head, closed his eyes, and throw a punch. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But
and of course, we're talking about Carlos Quintana.
No, not him. Talking about Martinez.
Sergio.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Sergio Martinez. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Go ahead, Benji.
I give him his props. Hands down, he caught me with a shot. But
He did.
he know, and I know, in that ring, looking eye to eye and all that. Yeah, you like Tank Smart when Tank smiled that old buddy in the ring. I know you got that pussy in you. Yeah, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But he was swinging so hard it caught me because it just caught me. I ain't see it. You know, it is what it is. But don't get up and say like you sat that up and you knew it was gonna be like that. No. Man, you know what's going on. But I give you props. You got that. Hands down, you got it. It is what it is. But we know what time it was.
I was gonna joke back when he said his man's was like, "Oh, you was soft in there." Hood dudes will pick on you for anything, bro.
No, the commentator, bro, look here. It was a lot of bad blood back then with Showtime and HBO and stuff. Like after I lost on HBO, they owed us a favor and stuff for us fighting Ricky Wright and stuff because Ricky Wright was about to sue with HBO because they owed him 3 fights and stuff. He only got 2 with Silver. What's the buddy name? From Lil Rock. Lil Rock.
Jermaine Taylor?
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor. He only fought 2 times. They owed him 1 more. So Ms. Peterson said, "We'll fight him, but you owe us 1." You know what I'm saying? And after that, after we fought him and stuff, they started whoop. So we were like, fuck it. We lost. We went to Showtime. After that, we went to Showtime, and they, it was on Showtime.
I think a lot of people might forget though that in 2012, at the time of your accident, man, you were about to face Canelo.
I about to spank that ass like Floyd did. Like Floyd told him, dude, you ain't fight nobody. Who you fought? You weren't ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that fight right there, I was gonna back up like I did Quintana and let him come to me, and I was gonna just bust him up. I know he was more strong and all that, but that power stuff, I was like, you know what? I let him do that in deep water. I just back up the whole night, just backing up, you know what I'm saying, get scoring points, you know what I'm saying? Then around about the 6th, 7th, 8th round, I start stepping to him with that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we obviously see what taller, rangier fighters do to Canelo.
Yeah. He has a problem with him. Yeah.
But see, with me, I'm the type of fighter. I grab you and lean on you, put my weight on you. You know what I'm saying? I got that old school treatment because like I was brought up in the old school way. Like when you got a guy, like say like you fighting a guy, you getting hit to the bite too much, your legs about to go sit on the ropes. You don't know how to ride the ropes and stuff. They don't know nothing about that and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Paul, you ain't telling me nothing, man. I remember watching you when I was 12 years old, man.
Yeah. I told you, man, you were his guy, man. And he was around that age where I was starting to get him into boxing, man. And for some reason, he gravitated to you. And I think it's because we're both tall. Like he's my son. We're both 6'4". And around that time when he got into watching boxing, he was very skinny and lanky too. You know what I mean? Like you were a skinny, long, lanky guy. You know what I mean? A lot of arms and elbows coming at you. You know?
Oh yeah, and they all the time thought like my body work, but look here, man. Mr. Peterson used to stand over top of me with a medicine ball and to jump it on my stomach and stuff. Like you to go back to my workouts and stuff like that, Paul Life, Ring Life, and watch the workouts that I was doing and watch the stuff that they doing now with the workouts and stuff. Nobody back then in 2007 was putting on suits and stuff and having the guy walk to you punching it with the suits and all that stuff on.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they took my workout and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's out there like that's like when Muhammad Ali came out. He's, you know what I'm saying, most guys be in there slugging stuff. Like he came out with the boxing technique, like I'm a stick and move and stuff. So everybody said I want to stick and move and stuff. So now my workout, like that workout, I was coming in and get on a treadmill and like bury them. You guys bury Boogie. How you think Boogie? Ask Boogie how he lost his weight.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Paul, so bad because I know this is one of them fights that should have happened but didn't happen. And I feel like he ducked you, man. And I'm not going to sit here and try to like down Floyd too much like that. But why didn't Floyd want a piece of Paul Williams?
At the time, I say money-wise.
Hold on, Paul, man. We lost your camera.
Hold up.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got me now?
All right, so so go ahead. Why doesn't a fight with Floyd Mayweather happen?
I say at that time, Floyd was bringing in $1 billion to Vegas, over $1 billion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jumping on me at that time, in 2007, Floyd was #1 pound for pound, Pacquiao #2, Paul #3. You know what I'm saying? But you notice Floyd went in retirement, right?
Yep.
Okay. He went in retirement. I couldn't get no fights in 47 no more. So I moved up to 54. Couldn't get no fights in 54. I moved up to 60. Played around at 60. Okay. They knew I wasn't coming back to 47. You know what I'm saying? Play that weight, man. So he come out, you know what I'm saying?
That's why he came back.
Yeah, that's why he came back. You were gone. Yeah.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, you know.
We'll say it for you, Paul. We'll say it for you. Don't worry.
Because you were supposed to be the dude to beat him. In my opinion, you always were.
Yeah.
I know like this. When that bell go bing, he about to get his in. I know he gonna get his little slick shots and all that stuff in. But dude, I was gonna be busting that chop in that AK. I was gonna get mine in.
Yeah.
I was gonna get mine in. I was gonna miss a lot, but I was gonna get stuff. When he go down with that shoulder roll, I don't care about that shoulder roll. I punch the shoulder. You know, I'm getting points. They forget about boxing game. They think, you know, so you gotta hit a guy clean. Boxing game is a point game. It's a number game.
No doubt. Yeah.
You know
no doubt about it.
So what? My power ain't big as strong as you, but I'm out pointing you and stuff. That's what they don't realize.
Now I got to ask you this, man. Like, you know, because I obviously, you know, it takes a lot of strength to overcome. You know what I mean? Like, what you know, you're right in the prime of your career. You're 30 years old. You get into that horrific accident, you know, that leaves you in the situation that you're in, man. You know, how did you get through that time? That had to be a very dark time, like mentally. You know what I mean? You know, you're in the prime of your career.
Oh yeah, like, dude, I came to a grips that God had made a point in my life, like, dude, you're gonna do all this, get to be a famous boxer or whatever, make whatever. But on this day and time, I'm gonna have an accident that's gonna leave me paralyzed, whether I was on a motorcycle, whether I was in a car, walking, whatever. He gave me a choice now, whether I'm gonna be sad and depressed or I'm gonna live life. I like, fuck it, I'm gonna live life.
I love that attitude, man. I hope people out there, man, heard that last statement, man, because there's lots of people out there who fall on hard times, man, and they don't have that attitude, man. I think that's important for people to hear that.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, now, believe me now, now you take the good with the bad. Like, some days, I have my days I want to cry and all that, but, like, it's moments. Leave it as a moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it all the whole day. I was like, man, I'm going to smile. Cool, I'm going to try to fuck it. I'm going to find me. I'm going to roll it out. Roll it out. Like I rolled that blunt, I'm going to roll it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know
That'll bring a smile. That'll bring a smile to your face.
Oh, yeah, man. Like you can't worry about people, man. Like, life going to give you, I think God give all his strong soldiers the strong tests and stuff. So, like,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like me, man, my test, man, like me growing up in school, man, I wasn't no book smart. You know that goddamn movie, with Kevin Hart, school or whatever, substitute or whatever, when he ended up trying to read that shit. That's me.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. You know what I mean? So I went on motherfucker like, I like how I made it out of the situations. I made it out of to make money, to be able to put like little bits, give me some properties, and be able to like right now, like I still got a roof over my head. I still got some income coming in and stuff. So I thank God for that. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to change and be smart like my brothers and all them. Cause if I was smart like them, would read, write, and spell all that, man, I'd be a trillionaire.
So to kind of like a little bit switch gears, I guess, a question we always like to ask on this show right now, because it's such a hot topic, is like these, like Mike Tyson set to fight Jake Paul. Like, what do you think about these YouTube battles or whatever I guess they call them?
Look here. It's all about the money, man. Look here. If they got to make some easy money like that, bro, man, hands off to them. But don't step in that field and say and pop your nose and say you that dog. And no. If you that dog, okay, get tested. Test the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Meaning fight some, you know, and I assume you're alluding to the fact, like, fight some real fighters.
Yeah, like anybody, like somebody that, okay, if I'm gonna pay this money to see you go out there and fight somebody, man, I'm betting and stuff, man, hold on, man, hell no, bro. No, you already know, no, even that shit up. Let me see some competition.
Yeah.
Look here, after Margarita, none of my fights were scheduled for me to like. I'm training for this guy to fight this guy. None of my fights were scheduled after that. Every fight, they're like, Paul, we're gonna find somebody for you to fight. We're gonna find somebody to fight. So I'm just training. I'm just training for anybody. I don't know what style. I was like, it don't matter what style. I'm in shape.
Yeah.
The last minute, they'll pull somebody. Okay, we got to fight. All right, bang it on. Let's get
that Margarito fight was a great fight because I feel like he was another guy that was that was avoided too, man. So that I think that was a good fight for both of you.
Nobody want to fight. I'm like, man, like, dude, me and Mr. Peterson, it was in DC training and stuff. And at that time, it got so cold in DC, the power went out. It was snow. Everything froze up. Dude, we got on the plane at the last minute, and before they shut the airport down, we flew to Puerto Rico with his friend Pinto, because he knew a friend Pinto out there. And so we out there with Pinto, you know what I'm saying, talking to Pinto. And Pinto, you still alive, shout out to Pinto. You know what I'm saying? He know who I'm talking to. So we was out there with Pinto and stuff. You know, we got still us getting a hotel out there. We went and got a house out there in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Rented out for like 6 months. So while we was out there, Pinto like, George, Margarito in court out here. He like, what you mean in court out here? He like, they trying to get Margarito to fight Cotto. He like, because Paul #1 contender. He like, I'll show you where the courtroom at. We went to the courthouse. When we busted in the courtroom, they thought they seen ghosts in that motherfucker, bro. They were like, no, what? Because they're trying to say Margarita's from Tijuana and stuff. And we're like, no. So the judge was like, while they was going on about all that crazy, the judge was like, who was it? Miss Peter, like, that's Williams. They're like, so you want to fight him? I'm like, yeah, I'll fight him. And you know what I'm saying? So they're like, anybody who got a purse bid or whatever, they bid on the fight. And then one of the Bar Aaron's son jumped up and said, Williams, they stealing your money. They giving Margarito more money and stuff. But Adam, you already know how that shit was going.
Oh yeah.
And that's how I fought Margarito.
Yep, there's always shenanigans going on. Always.
Yeah. Man, that man sat out there and told us like, well, I ain't gonna spill all the tea, but he was like, you know what I'm saying, everybody taking this fight because they keep saying he gonna make more money fighting Cotto and stuff instead of fighting me. But he keep asking them how much money. They're like, don't worry about that. You gonna get it. But he like, no. Because they stuck him on the deal, whatever, it go right. So he kept saying, how much you gonna get? They were like, you make more money, but he like, how much I'm gonna get? And matter of fact, God take my life right now. Me, him, Mr. Peterson, and his Frisco, I think that Frisco was sort of his pen was sitting outside the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? We sitting on the stomach and he was talking to Mr. Peterson and he was telling us that. I was like, no, they're like, dude, the money I was getting, I was like, man, I would have, boy, look at that, what, man? I'm like, man, dude.
That's your money.
Man, dude, it's dirty game, cuz. Dirty game. But I thank God that I was around people that, you know what I'm saying, like, man, like, boom, like, they treat me like, felt like today. I take my hat off to Al Heyman, man, like, dude, that man, you know what I'm saying, come through for me, like, I don't have to do nothing, bro. Send me a check for nothing.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask you this question, man. I got to ask you this question because me and my son live here in upstate New York. We're a few minutes away from the International Boxing Hall of Fame. And, some people disagree with who's in there. Some people disagree with who's not in there. We had Vernon Forrest's brother on here, around Vernon Forrest's birthday. We had Levert, his brother, on here. We reminisced. We talked about memories of Vernon or whatever. A guy that I think belongs in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I think you belong in the Boxing Hall of Fame. Do you agree?
Dude, I'm surprised that they even thought about me because, like, they would never give me the big fights and stuff. I like the De La Hoya, the Sugar Shane, the Cotto, the Margarito, the Mayweather, the all them top 10 guys. Max Kellerman. If you ask Max Kellerman about it, Max Kellerman, like, Williams, he became a fan of mine because he was like, why you think when them guys fight and stuff, we never say your name after one of them guys fight? I like, man, I be sitting at TV, man. I like, man, when you gonna say, well, how about fighting Williams? He like, everybody, when they came in the interview room, the first word out their mouth, we don't want to hear nothing about Williams.
I know. I remember that was a big headline back then too. Yeah. Nobody wanted to call out your name. Nobody.
I'm like, what? He like, dude, it was so puzzling to him that everybody come in there. All the top 10 from 147, 154 to 160 back then. You know who they was to all of them.
Yep.
The first word, we don't want to hear nothing about no Williams. And everybody, he couldn't believe that he became a fan of mine.
Well, I'm here to tell the International Boxing Hall of Fame they need to get their head out of their ass because Vernon Forrest and all the Punisher Williams belong in there, man. I mean, come on, man. Like, there's guys. I mean,
actually, that September the 27th, they're inducting me in the Boxing Hall of Fame.
In the International Boxing Hall of Fame?
I don't know. As a matter of fact, I got so I can sit to your phone or whatever.
Listen, man. I listen. I wholeheartedly stand by that statement, man. I mean, you belong in there, man. Like, there's guys who have a lot less credentials, man. I mean, I know you're saying that, a lot of the top guys around your time, you didn't get a chance to fight. But at the top of the show, I read off the resume, man. I mean, that right there, man. Just who you do have on the resume, I mean, is enough, I think.
Dude, that was them hitter guys.
Yeah.
I want Paul Williams to come to Canastota so I can smoke a spliff with the champ.
Yeah.
Oh man, you already know. I know. Dude, hold on. I'm old school, man. Like, I don't want you to call your number after everybody here and stuff, but like, I gotta look back at my phone and get that number for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll text it to you like as soon as we're done. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm certainly going to keep you. I'm certainly going to keep you in my contacts and stay in touch with you, man. Because obviously, man, I love the fact that we're interviewing you now. I certainly would love to have you back on again.
Yeah,
no
man,
doubt about that.
So, if anybody looking at that, man, that wanted me to train them, dude, man, hit me up, man, some kind of way. Like, dude, I got see me, like, dude, like the guys that I had, man, they ain't want to do that. They one of them, I hate that. He got locked up and was called 15 years in jail. You know what I'm saying? Now he got stabbed up and all that. And we had that little dude fighting on tank card, you know what I'm saying, getting $7,000 for 12 minutes.
Now, out of all those amazing names that are on your resume, man, that I did read off, man, who was the one that gave you the toughest fight? Because you did make a lot of guys look like easy work.
Antonio Margarito.
Margarito was the toughest. Yeah.
He showed me it ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, he came on very strong in the second half of that fight. Yeah. He did. Yeah.
So he can't hit me in my body, and man, look here. After about the 6th round, man, fuck that body, dude. Hit my fucking head. Dude, man, you ain't been move that head. You hit that head. Fuck that shit, man. Dude,
yeah, Margarito was a puncher.
Man, dude, man, I got back in there to use the bathroom because they had to do the urine test and whatever, the drug test. Dude, man, I straight fucking, man, look here. It filled up straight red, like red Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I'm a notorious body puncher. Yeah.
They're like, we expected that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you got hit in the body. Man, it was like that until that morning. And that morning, like, you took one of the AZO pills and it started cleaning it up or whatever.
Well, at least you didn't get at least you didn't get the Miguel Cotto treatment and get the loaded gloves.
Dude, all I know, I can say, after that, I won that fight, they beat me up in the ring. Dude, my shit started smelling like the elephant, man. All I know, dude, he got a fucking thump. He look here. I knew about his uppercut in sparring. Like, you know what I'm saying? He beat with an uppercut, you know what I'm saying? And dude, that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's not forget let's not forget that you had a pretty damn good uppercut yourself, though.
Oh yeah, man. Look, that's what Tank the uppercut from Brother Talk.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it when I watch Tank fight, man. And especially now that you've mentioned it, I'm like, yep, that's the Paul Williams uppercut.
Man, look here. That 6'2" dude, man. I just been in training camp, man. I used to be out there in Baltimore, DC, man, Upton, Boston, every gym, every hole in the wall. They can ask them about me, man, in them gym. But I used to put in that work. Like, we go to anybody's gym. You got a top fighter, we going up. That's your top fighter? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta let Benji's get some words in here, man. I think he's starstruck.
I mean, I want to ask him because you definitely a Southern boy. What's the go-to food for the Southern boy?
Man, shit, me, man. I love a little hot wings, man. Like, not real hot like my Halloween, man. I don't,
Yeah,
but to tell you the truth, brother, like I don't eat, man. Just see my homeboy, they be married with me, man. I don't eat. I smoke weed all day. I don't eat.
And what's the go-to? Like, let's say you need to get inspired, like back in the day, man, when you're fighting, man, and you're in training camp, man, and you got one song or one artist you can go to, man. Like, what's the go-to music for Paul Williams?
That was all of them, the old Gucci Man songs, the old T.I., the old Troubles, the old Boosie.
Okay.
Gucci.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling he was gonna come out.
Oh yeah, man. Like all my down south, all Nelly, all that stuff, man. Back in the days, like all that down south, Master P, all that, bro. Like that was me, man. Like, man, and I can't forget Camouflage.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
I got lucky enough to concert. I got lucky enough to see Tip in concert.
Did you?
Yeah. On a Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was the headliner, but Tip opened for him.
Okay.
And now, obviously, man, like there was a lot of great fighters in your division at that time, man. We talked about Floyd, we talked about Oscar. We dropped a lot of the names, man. But was there one guy, and maybe it's not Floyd, I don't know what the answer is. I'm going to ask you. Is there one guy that you really wanted to fight and it just didn't come to fruition? Is there one guy that was on your radar that you said, damn, I want this guy?
Every last one of them. Floyd.
That's the answer I'm happy. That's the answer I'm glad you gave.
Floyd, De La Hoya, Sugar Shane, Cotto. Man, bro, I'm going to kill Cotto with the uppercut. Bro, I'm going to split that up. How I was doing, make it right. Bro, I'll do him worse than that. The uppercut split. How you got the defense like that? Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Man, that jab and uppercut was all day.
I remember Winky's. Yeah, I remember Winky's defense. He kept them right up there, man.
And, dude, if you go back to my old fights and stuff, I've been throwing that uppercut up on my arm like that. I've been doing that. They just ain't catch it, you know what I'm saying? Because, they had to slow it down to catch it.
Yeah.
I seriously think, though, that Paul Williams versus Floyd Mayweather is my biggest fight that got away.
Yeah, that's the dream fight right there. That's the dream matchup. That's the dream. I'm not so sure that Floyd, you know what? I'm pretty positive that Floyd wouldn't have that damn O. And that O really ruined a lot of generations of boxing because I think young boxers started to think that you couldn't be great if you had any losses on your record. And it really, changed the fight game.
Look here. I don't see nobody, know what I'm saying, like doing something to Tank out there unless you get a fighter that's one of them. Now that Pitbull, he about the only one that give him a run for his money. That Tank will have to be real cautious on. Like, okay, I gotta be smart because Tank got my dog style, he got Mayweather slickness, and he got that stuff that he know. All in one, that gumbo stirred up.
Yeah,
so you got
So you're
so you got a dog. You got some shit.
And now you're saying that there's absolutely no chance, like obviously the big fight that everybody wants to see, and they've been going back and forth on social media, and involves Tank is obviously Shakur. You know what I mean? So Shakur has no chance.
Man, bro, hands up, Shakur like he good fight. He a good amateur boxer. All them guys out there. Is good amateur boxers. They got that amateur style. There's a Dan being coaching that dog. Like when they go to the gym, they be like, they finna spot somebody. How much he weigh? What size he is? What the fuck I give a fuck? I spot heavyweights, but I gotta move with heavyweights. It don't matter. Let's get in there.
Yeah, fight's a fight. Yeah.
What you care about what weight he is? You come to spar. I just want somebody being in the ring for me for 3 minutes so I can move around for 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds.
Right.
So I can be in 12 rounds.
Right. Go ahead, Benji. You were about to say something.
That's a good way to test your mettle. You know what I mean? Like, handle
everything. And that's why, like Ryan, good boxer, man. Like Ryan is like the top amateur out there of all them guys that's out there now in his era. That's in his era. He is the top amateur boss out there. So like, them going to fight him, he gonna beat them because he been beating them in the amateurs and stuff. If you been beating them in the amateurs, what you think I'm gonna do to you in the pros? The same thing.
Right. So the big question out there right now is,
but if you get in there with somebody that's okay, I'm one of them bricklayers and they hitting hard and stuff, and they busting nose and stuff. Oh hell no, man, I ain't going for that. I'm too pretty for that, bro. Oh no, you have that.
And so now the big question is there anybody out there, in your opinion right now, is there anybody around that weight class? Is there anybody out there that does beat Tank or even give him a good fight?
Pitbull,
that's it.
Yeah, Pitbull, like actually, like, okay, I got 6 months to train for Tank. It'd be that'd be a motherfucking war. But Tank got that slickness from Mayweather, and he got that dog shit from Paul and all that shit. And then he got that shit that he know, you know what I'm saying, that shit that all that shit balled up in one. Man, that gonna be a boy. Look here. That gonna be some shit, but he gonna fuck him up with that. But that's that gonna be that blood. You got bloody nose, bloody eyes, motherfuckers licking it up. That gonna be one of them kind of fights. And you don't see them kind of fights no more.
I know.
I'll tell you one thing we got from Floyd is, if I beat you, I'm not gonna fight you again.
Yeah. That's all you only got was one crack at Floyd.
But I think Tank ain't like that. I think if the money right, Tank will make a fight. He'll do it again.
Yeah. You know, why do you think they had?
But Tank is on that money thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna get that money. You know what I'm saying? But but if you want to fight, you gonna pay for it, and I bust your ass with it.
Yeah. Now it seems like there's been a big falling out though, because Floyd and Tank were very close for a while, and now it seems like there's been a lot of friction between the two of them.
All I know, man, real recognize real. If you're real, man, motherfuckers gonna fuck with you. I'm real, so I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
What do you make about the next sort of Floyd prodigy there, Kermel Moton?
I never seen him.
No, haven't seen him fight. No.
Yeah.
Bro, look here. I really don't watch fights, man. Like, I be in my own way. So like, if somebody like, man, let's do what I like, okay, cause like I know what's gonna happen. Like, they be like, bro, why you in bed on that? Like, man, bro, I be in my own, man. I'm on my weed, man. You know, it is what it is.
So what's life after boxing been like for you? Like, catch people up to speed, man. Like, what are you doing these days? Are you working with fighters still?
Yeah, I still work with my fighters. If I get somebody that want me to work with them and stuff, I definitely work with them. Like, my workout, man, like, I'm big on running and stuff, man. I got that dog work for you, man. I don't care if it's hot outside. I don't care if it's raining outside, whatever. So what? You know what I'm saying? That's how I train it, man. I run in the snow, rain, sleet. Yeah. It don't matter. 11 o'clock at night, I get my 5 miles in. Because that was time you saw me on TV.
I saw you wiping your face off with the towel. Wherever you're at right now, it's hotter than a motherfucker. I just tell that.
Yeah.
No, that be me. Don't cut the AC on, man. They were like, man, you got this big ass truck, man. You don't cut the AC on. I mean, they like, I train like that. I be in the hot box. They be like, man, you tripping, man.
Hey, listen, man, we're in upstate New York, and it's hot as fuck here right now, too, man. Real hot.
Yeah, I love the hot, man. I love that, man. I'd rather be hot than cold.
Yeah. And now you being a guy that's down in Georgia, man, like, what was your relationship like, or did you have a good relationship with Vernon Forrest? He's another guy that I feel like, a lot like you, are very underappreciated.
No, I see him around, but like I know of him, but Vernon was mostly in Atlanta. He wasn't in Augusta. I was in Augusta here in Atlanta. So like,
very tragic.
If I speak to him, we'll see like that. But other than that, you know, I ain't had a relationship with him like that.
Tragic, man. A tragic ending for him too, man. So did you go through like a phase, like when you got in your accident, like did you go through like, the certain stages that you go through, man? Like, what was your first emotion, like when you found out that you were going to be done fighting? Like, were you very angry?
Really, no, man. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, mostly like how people gonna look at me in the chair and stuff, like mostly like afraid of that and stuff. And then like most of it was like embarrassing. Like I go somewhere and I shit on myself. I like, oh man, boy, that shit, boy, right there used to have me like, what, boy? I be being so mad, like, cause like I can't help it, but I'm like,
I know.
Like, don't worry about it, like, man. But then like after a while, I was like, man, fuck it, it is what it is. Like shit, be in the car, like I changed it, like boy style, like man, y'all better add it down, shit, what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I just joke with everything, like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like if I slam out there and foot in the dope, and they be like, oh man, you sound like shoot, boy, I'm glad I couldn't feel that shit, bro.
But guess what? Forget all that, Paul. We love you, man.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. We absolutely love you, man. You can't do any wrong, man. In our eyes, man. Like you were such a big part of our love for boxing, man, and why we love boxing so much, man. And I'll tell you what, man. Your hardcore fans like us, man. It crushed us what happened to you, man. I mean, it really did. It crushed us, man. I mean,
but like y'all gotta realize, man. That was God plans, you know what I'm saying? But he kept me around for a reason, though, to tell other people, you know what I'm saying? Like God can give all our strong soldiers some strong tests. Like it's on you, whether you're gonna be sad and depressed or you gonna live life. And I'm like, man, fuck it, man. Let me roll this motherfucker out.
So Paul,
go ahead.
Question of the night, Paul, and we ask this to everybody: the Mount Rushmore of boxers for Paul Williams, the Big Four. Who you got?
Your Big Four.
My Big Four that's out there right now?
No.
Of all time.
All times.
Yeah.
That's in my era.
Any era. Your four greatest boxers for you.
For me, I give Leonard Lewis.
Lennox. Oh, Lennox getting some love. Okay.
I give.
We got him thinking hard. He's thinking.
Yeah.
So you know I'm on that Bob Marley and shit.
I know.
I'm gonna give Diego Corrales.
Oh, I like where he's going. I like where his list is going.
Oh, what a pick.
Yeah, we just actually met his son at the Boxing Hall of Fame weekend. His son, Diego Corrales Jr. is a fighter, man. Nice kid.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Yeah, we met him at Hall of Fame weekend. Yeah, because his father got inducted this year.
Well, he need to give it P-Dub and get P-Dub training. I saw him fight like his dad, put the dog work on him. Because a lot of them got, not just his trainers and none of them trainers, but them trainers are trainers that was amateur trainers. And they like my son was an amateur. Now I'm gonna pick up my son because they trying to be like buddy that came out Sean Porter. They're trying to be like his dad. They're trying to be like them. So every day I got these kids. You know, the kids know how to fight because they know how to fight for amateurs and stuff. They know how to fight. They've been doing it all their life. They know how to box out. All you do, you just put them, you just give them some water. Oh yeah. Throw the jab, man. But when they get to that dog work and like how to break this guy down, and this guy hit you from this side, don't keep going to this side, go to this way. So this guy uses this right hand all the time, stuff. He ain't throwing that left hand, so they don't know that stuff. They don't know all that. That's why Tank breaking them guys like that little baby jab stuff. Man, I walk through them all day. But if it's like that, Frank was doing that shotgun jab. And like that, and on 1-2, and then uppercuts, try to go down and move it around, and don't go to the rope. Just stay in the middle of that ring, move around the middle of the ring. It'd have been a different story and stuff. But them little baby pussy ass jabs, man, I walk through that shit, man. I eat that all day and fuck you up.
Yeah.
And that's why I take that fucking dog.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Yeah.
And you're gonna have to be a hell of a fight dog to get up on that. You think he gonna give you the crown like that? Man, you gotta go. You can't be backing up in a fight like that. Like when I fought Margarita, well, I ain't backing up. I'm going forward, man.
Yeah.
Up for.
What a fight. What a fight that was, man. Yeah, what a fight. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
We can't let him off the hook, though, man. He's got Lennox and he's got Chico right now. We need more, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can't let him off the hook. We need.
Yeah. He's the Punisher, and we're punishing him.
Paul Williams.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Put yourself on that goddamn list.
Deserves it.
Deserves it.
I ain't being arrogant or cocky. I'm just saying that I want one of my favorites because I don't like nobody but me, really. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I put you on that list, man. You were 41-2 with 27 knockouts, man. That speaks for itself.
And I beat everybody who I fought.
Yes, you did. You have the distinct. There's you. You did mention Lennox Lewis. You are one of only a few guys that, even though you have 2 losses, man, you still beat both of those guys. In separate fights. So you do have the distinct label of being the guy who's defeated every guy you've been in the ring with. That's rare.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna say Tank.
Perfect. There's 4 right there. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with Tank being an all-time great. He's on his way.
I'm surprised he didn't say Muhammad.
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was from my era, which if I pick him, I'm gonna go with Sugar Ray Roberts and all them stuff. So that my list would be too long. But in my era and stuff, I'm picking like guys I know, and I'm gonna say why I say Tank, because that's part of my. I see my work out there, and I know by me and Mr. Peterson going up to DC, and you know what I'm saying, then going to Baltimore, like none of them guys were never met like that. Cause like back in '99, nobody was going to like different gyms. Everybody stayed in their own spots and stuff. But we
it's like passing the torch.
Yeah, we was like we for Carolina. We go with everybody gym. Man, we go here, all in the hoods. We go to spots but nobody don't go it, man. We was in the dog. Why is it that dog do it? Just ask around and you tell anybody tell you about it. All the old guys. But I say my last pick will be since he signed me, the first man ever signed me, I go with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Amen. Thank you. I love to hear Sugar Ray Leonard getting fucking. I love to hear Sugar. And being as that we're on the topic of Sugar Ray Leonard, man, when he fought Marvin Hagler all the way back in 1987, a fight that I feel like everybody has seen, but it's still a polarizing decision. Who won that fight, Paul? Tell us.
Dude, you gotta, when we do another video, I gotta look at that fight and then go over it again, because I don't want to call it out. If I call it out, I'm gonna go with Sugar Shane, because I'm gonna go with the Sugar, because
I did too.
I came from his gym and stuff, but Brazen, so like I'm gonna go with the home team.
No, we've watched that fight time and time again, Paul, and we come up with the same score every time, buddy. Sugar Ray.
115-113 for Ray. I've watched it over and over again, but you wouldn't believe, man. You wouldn't believe how that decision still divides people. That's one of those boxing decisions that still have people talking 40 years afterwards, man. People still debating it.
Oh yeah, that's them dog fights, and that's what you don't get no more.
I know.
And that'll be a fight with Pitbull and Tank if they ever fought again.
Yeah. First of all, man, the one thing that you said in the last couple minutes is that when we do the next interview, I'm glad you said that, because there's no doubt about it, man. We love you so much, man. You're always welcome on here. We definitely want to have you back on, man. I'll send you a link to the channel, man, if you want to go check out our past episodes. We've had a lot of motherfucking legends on this show, man, but you're the one we've been hunting down. And I'll tell you how I got you, man. I looked up the gym that you were working at, and I started texting some guy with, I believe he had a different area code than you, but me and him had been talking, and I don't know if he was passing the messages on to you, but he told me that he was. And then I shot in the dark, man. All of a sudden, he texted me today, and he gave me your number. It was meant to be, because I've been hunting this interview down for a while, man. Like, you've been on our radar, man. You meant a lot to both of us. You were my son's introduction and first favorite boxer. So I said, how can we have a boxing podcast and not have Paul Williams on here? We must hunt this guy down.
Well, man, to all my fans out there, man, I love y'all for the love and respect y'all give me. That's why I put that dog work in. Like, I'm that same dude. I'm always gonna be smiling like a Kunamaton, small thing to a giant, man.
Yeah. Listen, Paul, you don't know what an honor this has been, man. I appreciate you doing it, man. We appreciate you doing it.
It's an honor for y'all to even still mention my name and recognize me and stuff like that, dude. I like when I got that low key and stuff like, but I like that, like, if you know me, if I go somewhere, I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna go in the corner and sit by myself, and like people gonna come around and chill. Like, I always be like that. I like to be low key, but I love it.
Well, we be there. Yeah, we'd be there, man. We'd be the first two fucking tracking you down in that corner. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about that, man.
Well, I definitely see y'all in that Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, listen, Paul, from the bottom of our heart, man, this was really special for us, man. We'll definitely stay in touch, and we're gonna do this again for sure.
Oh yeah, man. God bless, man. I love y'all, man.
Yeah, love you too, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for doing this, man. We'll stay in touch.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. This has been an honor for us. Thank you.
All right.
All right, take care, my friend.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that was iconic.
That's all I can say is wow.
Iconic.
I don't think we've had a lot of episodes, man. We're at the end of it, man. We're not bumping our gums, man, and fucking rattling away, man. I'm left speechless, man. I'm left speechless here, man.
Me too.
I'm left speechless, man. I mean, you know, obviously we had Lavert Forrest on, who was the closest we could get to Vernon Forrest, because if Vernon Forrest hadn't tragically passed away, man, he would be another guy in that Paul Williams stratosphere that I would be hunting down for an interview, man. There are just those guys, and I've never been a guy who's a front runner. You know what I mean? I love the Mets back in the day. I was a Mookie Wilson guy. Never the greatest guy on the on the team, man, but a guy that I could just feel the warmth and the passion that he played the sport with. Same goes out to a guy like Paul Williams, man. You know what I mean? Avoided, you know what I mean? He was certainly a guy that deserved to be getting accolades, certainly deserved to be getting headlines, but wasn't getting them. Was probably at the time of his unfortunate accident on the cusp of starting to get them, because I do believe he would have spanked Canelo Alvarez as he predicted he would. And then it would have been opening up a floodgate. Those guys wouldn't have been able to avoid him. As he mentioned, the Miguel Cottos, the Zab Judas, the Sugar Shane Mosleys, man. You know what I mean? But I still, and I'd like to go back to the fact that, Terrence Coffin, Sharmba Mitchell, Antonio Margarito, Carlos Quintano, Vernon Phillips, Winky Wright, Sergio Martinez, Erzlande Lara, Kermit Cintron. The resume was already starting to build.
We didn't even mention this in the thing, but we were in at the ground level, man.
We were in at the ground level, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. And when Paul watches this back, man, I obviously, we'll stay on here as we always do a couple minutes afterwards and just gush, man. I mean, first of all, if anybody's listening or comes across this video, please, Vernon Forrest and Paul the Punisher Williams belong in. Come on, you can't have the Hall of Fame without the Viper and the Punisher, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on up there, man. And I'm not talking about these. I love them to death. Shout out to Craig Houck. He tags us in everything to do with the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame. But the coup de grace, the International Boxing Hall of Fame here in Canastota, New York, is missing two plaques right now. Vernon the Viper Forrest and Paul the Punisher Williams.
Ed Brophy, open up your fucking ears, buddy.
Yeah, and I don't know that it's all Ed Brophy's call. I'm sure there's a board of directors or trustees and people vote, and I think maybe sports writers have something to do with it. I'll Google it, and I'll know the next episode exactly how you get in and what the merits have to be, man. But it's not Paul Williams' fault that he didn't add those other names to the resume. But, at the time of his accident, he was 30 years old, just entering what most athletes consider the prime of their career.
Hey, man, is Andre Ward in the Boxing Hall of Fame?
Yes.
30-0. Not even as many fights.
Yeah. Child's play.
Andre, he's a great fighter, but 30-0 to 41-2. I mean, it's apples to oranges.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's criminal sometimes, man. Like, who gets in and on what merits, man. Because if you're talking about a resume, listen, man, at the age of 30, those names I read off, Paul had already put together a pretty damn good resume, and he was just getting started, man. Like, we might be sitting here right now interviewing him, and he might have wound up, cashing in at, I don't know, 50-2, 55-2, 60-2. Maybe he would have never lost again.
And you heard him say a lot of the fights he angled for, he couldn't get.
Oh, he was, yeah. I mean, if you go back and research and Google him, man, as he said, nobody wanted to hear his name. Nobody wanted his name brought up, man. Him and Margarito had to fight each other because they were two highly avoided guys at the time, man. That all they had was each other as dance partners, and that's when he lifted Antonio Margarito's title from him at welterweight, man.
Yeah, and I'll say again for one more time before this episode is wrapped up, Floyd Mayweather retired to not fight that dude.
And Margarito. Yeah. That's two guys right there that he was blatantly avoiding, man. No question about it. No doubt about it. I know Floyd would probably come on here and deny and say that he never ducked anybody because that's what he's supposed to say.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, man. Like, let's face it, man. And I know that was a big treat for you. That was a big treat for me. I mean, you know, I can't shout out Paul the Punisher Williams enough, man. Unfortunately, man, in 2012, and I didn't even get a chance to ask him, man, like what his stance is now, you know, given the fact that he was in a horrific motorcycle accident, where he stands on motorcycles. I'm not a huge fan. You know, I mean, like we've lost some people in our family.
We're going to talk to Paulie again.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. Paul might be a regular on here, man. You might start you might be starting to see Paul Williams on a monthly basis. If he wants to go out and sit in his car and blaze and chop it up with us, I'm there for it.
Every time.
I'm there for it every time, man. Paul knows he's got a standing invitation. If he texts me right now and says, hey, I want to come on and blab with you guys every week, I'm there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He can break down every single fight of his career and fucking like, you know, pick one fight every single time, and I'm there for it, man. I'm there for whatever he wants to do. Special correspondent, come on and talk fight stories, come on and do fucking whatever. I'll sit there and just watch him smoke a blunt.
We'll make we'll make a separate little weekly episode called Punisher's Corner.
Yeah, the Punisher's Corner. I would do that. I would definitely do that. And there's not a lot of fighters that I would say that, you know, if Vernon Forrest, you know, rest in peace, was still here, you know, maybe there'd be a Viper's Pit, you know what I mean, or something like that. You know what I mean? I would have and of course, I mean, no disrespect to any of the legends in our previous, you know, 130 some odd episodes that we're up to now, man, which is incredible, man, in just a year's time, man. No podcast is more productive than ours. Hardly a year in, not even a year in yet, man, in 130 episodes, you know, and you know, I mean, we are averaging ridiculous amounts of content for you guys out there, man. Tap the fuck in.
And like you said, not to discredit any legends, any current guys we've had on the show, but that one was like you and me, like you introduced me to the sport with that guy, and it
through
was
him. Yeah.
Like that's our, you know what I mean? That's our.
And
guy.
I told him that earlier in the day, man. Like when I was at work on my lunch break, we chopped it up for a couple minutes, and we were starting to get into deep waters. And I was like, whoa! I gotta stop. I'll have nothing to talk about with you later because I could literally sit here right now and just quit my job and just sit here and just keep talking to you. You know what I mean? Like I want to have stuff to, you know. I want to have stuff to, you know, and next time we'll try to talk to him earlier, man. So, you know, if he does do the interviews in his car, it doesn't get too dark on him. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I feel it's all right, though, because it was light out and people got to see who we were.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about it. And you know, and plus he flicked that dick enough times to re-spark that spliff.
Yeah.
You get to see him by the light of the lighter.
Next time, I'm gonna have a blunt and I'm smoking with him when we talk to him.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'd have to dust it off, man, or at least take some edibles, which I was gonna do tonight, and then I forgot. I just flat out forgot. But
one of them things, man. You just have a good time once in a while. Don't let it take control.
Yeah. Because I mean, come on, man. How many times are we going to say that we sat around and chopped it up, man, and talked boxing and fucking smoked, man, with, you know, for all intents and purposes, hanging out with the Punisher? I consider that hanging out. Yes, we're doing it, you know, in cyber world, but
that's
hanging out is hanging out, man. I mean, look, man, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we can't physically be in Georgia with him, man, but we're there in spirit.
And with that being said, man, if you are not liked and subscribed and tapped in on the notification bell on this podcast, I really don't know what the fuck you're doing anymore.
There's no helping you. There's no helping you, man. And we are going to send the Punisher after you, man. You deserve to be punished.
If you didn't find us on Facebook yet and tap in with all the content that's going up, it's just a travesty at this point. It's a travesty.
You should go put on a boxing glove right now and punch yourself in the face numerous times.
Yes.
Yeah. You should put an ass whooping on yourself, just like Jim Carrey did in Liar Liar. I'm kicking my own ass.
And shout out my favorite all time, my first fighter I ever loved, man, Paul the Punisher Williams.
Yeah.
I'm riding off on a high of my own without smoking a spliff.
Man, oh man, you're not kidding, man. I was charged up, man. The minute he answered me like yesterday via text message, you know, and I was just reading words that he said, I got goosebumps. The hair on my arms was standing up because I thought, holy shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is somebody, man, that, you know, and he said it numerous times fucking through there, man. He's a dog. He's a real one. Like, you know that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know that about that guy. You know, getting in the gym, inspiring whoever, going to foreign gyms, going here, going there. You got a heavyweight that needs, you know, that'll move around with me in the ring. Fine. Fuck it. I'm there. You know what I mean? Like,
we almost went an hour with him, too.
I know. Yeah. Extremely fucking special episode, man. And, and let's make sure that we do give him his flowers, man, because, when we talked this afternoon, he did say that he does not necessarily feel the love. And I hope he doesn't mind me taking the liberties to say that, man. But I do feel like he is underappreciated. 41-2. 27 knockouts. I named off already twice in this episode, the resume that he had already started working on, man, and the rest were going to come. I mean, what are you going to do, man? God intervened, and he has a great outlook on it. I love his outlook on it. It's almost like the get busy living or get busy dying, from shout out to Shawshank Redemption.
Right.
Just, put a smile on your face and keep living life and try to pour your energy and your wisdom into younger boxers, man. He got into an unfortunate accident at the age of 30 years old, just as he was on the cusp of preparing for a fight with Canelo Alvarez, man. And then it would have been like off to the races, man. I don't know that anybody would have beat this guy again, man. He was getting more seasoned. He was getting nastier and better. And he was going to be a problem for anybody. Even if he went up to middleweight and stayed there at 6'2", he's still taller and rangier than a lot of middleweights too. That's still even big for middleweights.
I mean, God intervened, like you said, but I mean, in the same respect, it's like if that didn't happen, dude, we might have never even been able to talk to that guy. Like he would have been in another land, like
in a different stratosphere. Yes. And let's also point out the fact, man, and I found myself saying this to him, man, like when we logged off today, when I'm sitting in my car in my lunch break, because when I looked at him, it did seem so easy to say, but I was glad he reciprocated it, man. I love the guy. I love him. And he just told us, I love y'all. There's love. There's love here, man. You know what I mean? And I think people recognize that. And shout out to, the people that are watching some of our past episodes, because I sent you a nice comment that somebody made on our Alex Vargas episode, man, where like somebody commented and I sent it to you and they said, wow, man, that was a great interview. I watched the whole thing, man. Those guys really loved you, man. You know what I mean? We attack it with love and passion, man. All these guys that we have on here, man, we like to talk boxing with them, man, but we like to really fucking peel them back, man, and let you guys get to know them. That's why this is where boxers come to chop it up like no place else, man. You want to know what they eat? You want to know what they get down to, man, musically? We'll find out.
And with that being said, shout out Gary Busey, because I can go 15 seconds with anything.
And as we mentioned, man, make sure to like and follow us on Facebook. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Huge praise to Paul the Punisher Williams, man. I mean, for us, man, and again, I mean, no disrespect to the past episodes. We've had some big ones, and we deeply love and respect everybody who's come on here, man, or else we wouldn't have them on here and wouldn't be approaching them to come on here, man. But I hope boxing fans and other people that are guests will watch that one and be able to tell that, that we exuded a lot of emotion, and that one was very special to us. And I think people will be happy to get a chance to see Paul and see that Paul, has such a great lease on life and just such a positive guy, man. And he's still out there doing him, man, with a big smile on his face,
Wonderful. Guy.
So that being said, man, if you want to be a champion, first of all, you need to be subscribing to this channel. That's first and foremost. If you haven't done that, you're exonerated. You can't be a champion. That's it. It starts right there. It's like the first rule of Fight Club and the second rule of Fight Club. They're the same thing. You know what I mean? If you want to be a champion, you have to roll with the champs.